Hello lords and ladies, welcome back to Cartoon Hangout for another Be Cool Scooby-Doo review. I'm glad so many of you watched and enjoyed my review of episode 1. It may not have looked like it, but I did work hard on that video, as you only get one chance at a first impression. So as I said in the previous video, new episodes are airing every day this week, which unfortunately for me means a lot of work for me. But enough about that, let's talk about episode 2, Game of Chicken. We're treated right off the bat with a reimagining of another case from the 1969 series, namely the one with Cutler. I actually liked how the episode began with the gang already having solved the case. I liked it even more when they were extremely bored with Cutler's plan. Even the cops were bored. This episode's actual plot had to do with Fred coming to his friend Chuck's rescue as he had been captured by, well, the Chicken Warrior while exploring the Zatari caves. I suppose he's technically the Zatari Warrior. I don't believe he's an actual villain from the 1969 series, but he does bear a slight resemblance to several classic Scooby-Doo villains like Medicine Man Ghost, Indian Witch Doctor, and Witch Doctor. If only for the very large, tiki-esque mask he wears. Although, honestly, it resembles more of a chicken, hence Chicken Warrior being his monster name, but I guess you can't always get the cool names. Remember how Daphne was obsessed with puppets last episode? While I theorized that would be her shtick in this series, I was actually wrong. Turns out her shtick is having a new shtick each episode. In Game of Chicken, she narrates the gang's adventures the entire episode.
Thus our intrepid explorers march once more into the mouth of danger. A chicken-shaped mouth, which is called a beak, so technically they are walking into the beak of danger.
Much like the puppets, the show's writers don't have her do it so often it becomes old. It does, however, annoy her friends. If this is how Daphne is going to operate in Be Cool Scooby-Doo, then I'm excited to see what she does next episode. As I may have mentioned in my review of last episode, the humor in this new iteration of Scooby-Doo is much more overt and obvious than what I remember of past series. That level of comedy is on full display in this episode as well. Replacing the recurring tactics joke from episode 1 is the supposed mispronunciation of the character Rick's name, the last of the Zatari warriors the gang meet in the caves.
Ready? It's Rick.
Rick.
No. Rick.
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 Well, it does get a bit old by the time the episode ends, especially when he has him slowly sounded out during their meeting. It was still a solid joke in my opinion. Something of a subplot in this episode was a feud between Shaggy and Scooby caused when Shaggy refers to Scooby as his dog. What followed was Scooby attempting to replace Shaggy with the rest of the gang. The best moment of this particular subplot was his interactions with Daphne.
Stem, everybody, quiet. Shh. Our best bet is to go silent until the coast is clear.
In the end, the monster is revealed to actually be Fred's friend Chuck, who needed Fred's smarts to get to the Zatari cave treasure, which, by the way, turned out to be Rick's chicken Larry. Something to note is Chuck's use of glow sticks to light up his disguise. I point this out because during the episode, the gang end up discovering some that had leaked out when Daphne stepped on one. The use of a glowing substance was also something Chuck had in common with Captain Cutler, the villain who made a brief appearance towards the beginning of this episode. Just a cool little reference I found. While not as good as the premiere episode, Game of Chicken was still a very decent episode. It may not have had the best of villains. I mean, come on, Chicken Warrior. But the humor was on point this entire episode. Let me know what you thought of this episode in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for another Cartoon Hangout review. Take care.